It's horrible. No. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're doing something a little bit different today. I'm Barbara and I'm a curl coach. Over the past 5 years, I have transformed over 20,000, that's not a made up number, over 20,000 heads of hair. So I definitely know what I'm doing when it comes to looking at curly hair routines. Today I am going to react and watch Chappell Roan's curly hair routine. This curly hair routine has like hundreds of thousands of likes and so many people have tried to imitate it and do their own version of it. But is it even good? I don't know. We're gonna find that out. So basically I'm gonna watch this video here and of course we'll play it on the screen for you to see. I'll give you my first reactions, but I'm gonna be brutally honest, so just a warning. Then we're gonna go step by step through her routine and talk about 3 main things. The first is products, what products she's using. Is she using too much product, too little product? Like what would I recommend for her instead? The second thing I'm gonna look at is her technique. Are they the right methods that she should use on her hair for like definition, volume? And then, does it look good? I guess that's kind of subjective, so it'll be in my opinion. Now, just because it's a celebrity's curly hair routine does not mean that it's gonna be perfect. In fact, I have found that the higher you are in stardom, usually the less perfect your curls are, because here's a secret: Hollywood does not know how to take care of curly hair. Prove me wrong, prove me wrong. So just because we're watching her routine, don't go buy, you know, every single product that you see her use, because we're really gonna break it down. And honestly, everyone's curls are different. So even if you want Chappell Roan's results, if you don't have her exact hair pattern, which I know that you don't because you're not her, unless you are, hello, it's not gonna work. So we'll talk about all of it in depth. Let's just get into it. I'm really excited to see this. I really have not watched it yet, so let's go. Okay, here we go.
I get asked every single day about my hair routine, and
Makes sense.
will show you how I do it.
She does have
I take
good looking
water
hair.
and spray it all over my head. I don't get it
Interesting.
dripping wet, but it's
Whoa.
pretty damp. Depending how dry my hair is, I'll use a leave-in conditioner. It's quite a bit, so like that much maybe. I tend to stay away from the root area just because it gets greasy.
Okay, okay.
And I go in with a little bit of curl defining cream. And I'll
Okay.
do like that much. But if
Okay.
you have longer hair, you'll need way more. Same thing, distributing, and then we'll do the praying hands method, really focusing on the ends because that's where it gets most dry. I'll scrunch it in, and finally I'll go
We
in
know
with
scrunching.
the curl gel. I use a lot of
Oh,
gel.
that's a light hold gel.
This one doesn't
Interesting.
create a cast, but if you have curlier
Yeah,
hair,
she knows.
it's probably smart to get one with the cast just so the gel will hold your curl shape all day. Do kind of take this more at the top just so it will kind of help the frizz at the top. And if I really need extra hold, I'll use this gel, which is a thicker gel, and just a little bit and kind of go over my really frizzy areas. This part is important. I always flip my head over and kind of zhuzh
We love a
up
zhuzh.
the roots, and it'll like help it look really voluminous and pretty, and yeah, that's how I do it.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, it doesn't look bad, so that's great. And a lot of times when people just have pretty hair, like you can kind of do whatever you want and it's not going to look bad. I am curious, like, what does she do when she gets out of the shower between this and that?
I couldn't help but wonder. I couldn't help but wonder. I couldn't help but wonder.
Like, is this a curly hair refresh, or is this like her doing her hair from scratch from the shower on a wash day? That is my biggest question that I won't know, but because she said this is her hair routine, I'm going to assume that it's a wash day, right? Like that's I think what we would do. I definitely question like the amount of water that she put on her hair and also the amount of product and her technique. But again, like it looks pretty good. So this is just what I would do if I had her hair. All right, so let's go back and I'm gonna break it down like step by step so you know, kind of, you can get inside of my head. Okay, playing from the beginning.
I get asked every single day about my hair routine.
It makes sense that she gets asked every single day about her hair routine because like nobody in Hollywood, like this big of a celebrity, wears their natural hair anymore. Like Taylor Swift, where are you at? Like the day that she wears her natural hair again is the day that I'll start becoming a fan. So anyway, do we think this is her natural color? It can't be, right? It's beautiful, but it can't be. Tell me in the comments. You probably know. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's dyed because it probably is. Now it's so funny because I've been wanting to dye my hair red for a very long time. So like maybe she can be my inspo, because when she's on stage and she's like whipping that hair around, like yes, yes, yes. And then also like it's so long. So like I really do have to give her credit where credit is due, because it is long and it is pretty healthy from what I can see.
And I will show you how I do it.
I love.
I take water and spray it.
Okay, I'm pausing again. I love that she has an endless spray bottle. Endless spray bottles are, I think, necessary for every curly girl to have. You can get them at like the drugstore, Amazon. I definitely recommend endless spray bottles. So she is right in that case. And I also love that it's blue and her hair is red. It just looks so like vibey. Let's proceed.
All over my head. I don't get it dripping wet, but it's pretty damp.
Okay, have to pause here. So if she was refreshing her hair, like meaning she had already like styled her hair fully, I would say that getting it just damp is passable. But when you're fully styling your hair, you're going to get the best results 90% of the time when you style it on soaking wet, just out of the shower hair. Which also makes me question, like, does she usually do this before she washes, conditions? Like, I need more background information, Chappell. Like, what are you doing prior to this? Usually the more wet your hair is when you put the product on it, the less frizz there's going to be. She does kind of like that wild look. So that is a lesson to everybody, and it is true. And like, I can say that like, this is the truth. If you prefer less defined like mine is, and you kind of want that wild look, doing your hair on more damp hair is going to make it more wild looking. So maybe she knows that, and maybe that's what she's going for. Continue.
Depending how dry my hair is, I'll use a leave-in conditioner. It's quite a bit, so like that much maybe.
So she's using the Rizos Curls Refreshing and Detangler Spray as a leave-in conditioner, which is interesting. I love this product. I do. Like, I've used this product a million times. It's one of my favorite things to refresh my curly hair with. But it's interesting that she's using it as a leave-in. I guess formulation-wise, it can be used as a leave-in, but that's just like not the purpose. Hence why it's a spray product. It's meant to be sprayed, and she's putting it in her hands. But what I think is super interesting is that then she also uses a curl cream. I would argue that she really can pick one or the other. If she wants more volume, I would just stick with this Rizos Curls Detangling Spray. It's a great product, honestly. But if she wanted more definition, you would just use the cream. You really do not need both. But go her for using like the right things. And like, sometimes I watch celebrity routines and I'm like, no, what are you doing? It's horrible. But she's in the realm. She gets it. She's watching TikTok.
I tend to stay away from the root area just because it gets greasy and oily.
The way she says root. Is she Canadian? She's from Missouri. It was just cute. Anyway, so she puts some on the root area. I actually would recommend for her to put none on the root area. She wants that wild look. It would actually just give her more of that volume up top.
Then I go in with a little bit of curl defining cream. And I'll do like that much. But if you have longer hair, you'll need way more. Same thing, distributing, and then we'll do the praying hands method, really focusing on the ends because that's where it gets most dry.
Love her so much, but that's not praying hands method. She's basically just roping it on. Just technical terms, this is praying hands, like when you kind of sandwich your hair. When you just kind of glide it on, it's either called glazing or roping. I do like the amount of product she used. When I style my hair, I will use about that same amount of product too. So I can definitely like say, yeah, that's good. The Rizos Curls Cream, which is what she's using now, is one of my favorite products to refresh with. So this is something I would do on second day hair, third day hair, after I've already styled my hair, not to style my hair, if that makes sense. Okay, continuing on.
I'll scrunch it in, and finally I'll go in with a curl gel. I use a lot of gel. This one doesn't create a cast, but if...
Now, I don't know how long like she was scrunching that in for, but I must say, like, especially when your hair's damp, the scrunching won't do very much. But if your hair is wet, the scrunching does a lot. So that might just be like a useless step for her. I'm nitpicking. It's really not bad. And interesting that she's using this gel, but let's watch on.
Curlier hair, it's probably smart to get one with a cast just so the gel will hold your curl shape all day.
Now, she knows the terminologies. My girl knows the terminologies. So I'm telling you, up to this point, it's like 95% better than most celebrity curly hair routines you see, because this girl, like, she's with it. She's with the picture. But it's very interesting that she's using this gel. This is the Bounce Curl. I think it's called their light hold gel, but it is a light hold gel. She even said that in the video. I love that she knows the little terminologies, but it's not going to create a cast. In fact, the light hold gel almost acts like a cream, which again, I think she's just kind of overdoing it on the products, because the first product is a leave-in. The second product is a curl cream, almost identically like the leave-in. The only difference that the curl cream has formulation-wise different from the leave-in that she used is that the curl cream has a holding ingredient in it that's commonly used in a gel. And it's just funny because the gel that she's using is a light hold gel that has that same holding ingredient in it. So she's kind of overdoing the products. I think that she could just get away with just using the Rizzo's curl cream, and that would give her even more volume because she wouldn't be weighing it down with the other things that she just doesn't need. Let's watch on.
Do kind of take this more at the top just so it will kind of help the frizz at the top.
I wouldn't put it on the top. You can even see like her top layer of her curls are a different curl pattern than underneath, which is common, but usually when it's curlier on the bottom and straighter on the top, it actually means that your whole curl pattern could be like the bottom, but there's like wrong technique or damage going on. So I would convince her, if I was her stylist, you don't need it up there. You really don't.
And if I really need extra hold, I'll use this gel, which is a thicker gel, and just a little bit.
So just because a gel is thicker in consistency does not mean it's more hold. But I did notice that she is using the strong hold version of the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk gel. But the thickness of your gel does not cause stronger or lighter or heavier holds. It's the formulation. So you can have a thick gel that's really a light hold and vice versa. But what does she do with this gel? Let's see.
A little bit and kind of go over my really frizzy areas. This part is important. I always flip my...
Oh, she didn't show it. Dang it. I wonder, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, now she's about to judge. I love when she judges.
Head over and kind of judge.
See, like, okay, so now she's judging her roots. She's flipping her hair over and judging her roots, rightfully so. But her doing that is basically counteracting all that slicking down and product that she put at the top. There's just no reason for doing that. Like, it's fine. It's not like it's like bad or wrong, but the thing is that it's just extra steps. You don't need to do all that. Like, let's shorten, let's simplify. You just like, you don't need to do it. You don't need to do it.
Judge up the roots.
Oh, that
It'll,
flip.
Help it look really voluminous and pretty, and yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah, okay. I'm really impressed. Honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, looks-wise, I would probably give it an 8, and that's not because I think it's ugly. I just think that if I were doing her hair, I would make it more voluminous. Like, oh, if I could get her hands on her hair, I probably would just take that Rizzo's curl cream, rake it in on soaking wet hair, flip her upside down, scrunch and diffuse, and it would give that like tousled, messy look. Like, if I could only do her hair, Chappell, let me do your hair. All right, so now let's analyze her product choices. So again, she used the Rizzo's Curls Refresh and Detangle Spray on her initial wash day. She used the Rizzo's Curls Curl Defining Cream. She used the Bounce Curl Light Hold Gel, and then she used the Not Your Mother's Strong Hold Gel. 4 products. Easily, she could make that 1, maybe 2 products. If I was going to do her hair, I would definitely, like I said, I would absolutely, without a doubt, use the Rizzo's Curl Cream on her. It's the perfect curl cream. Shout out to Rizzo's. I love your curl cream. Then maybe if we wanted a gel, which I think you don't even need because that curl cream does have some holding ingredients and she likes that big look. But if I was going to use a gel on her, maybe I would do the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Medium Hold Gel. Not the Strong Hold Gel, because that would give her maybe a little shine and hold, but it wouldn't make her hair like crunchy or have any type of cast to it, but it would still really help with frizz. So personally, that's what I would do. Now for application technique, this is where she needs the most help and guidance and love, and that's okay. You know, nobody's perfect. So I would say she's kind of using enough product in terms of individual product amounts. Like, she's using the right amount of each product, but she's just using too many products. So I would say that that's fine. She's not applying evenly though. She was kind of like getting the product and it all is kind of going to the top layer of her hair. And you can almost even see that in the end. Again, why her top layer is a different curl pattern than her bottom layer. So I would work on more even distribution. When your hair is soaking wet, you can kind of emulsify that product in your hand and then rake it through everywhere. I even recommend brushing the product through so it really reaches every single hair strand evenly. And then after that, like, I would really wonder how amazing her curls would look if she used something like a defining brush, like a Denman brush or like the Bounce Curl Define brush. I wonder. She doesn't need it because she likes that tousled look, so raking and scrunching could be perfect for her, but I really wonder what her hair would look like. I'm sure it would look amazing. As far as styling method goes, like, could use improvement for sure. I would say, like, again, using a brush or raking things through, putting things on soaking wet hair, all of these things would really honestly change the game of her curl routine, like literally as a whole, especially diffusing. Like, she didn't diffuse here, and I wonder if she ever does that. Like, again, for that big hair look, like, we could take Chappell Roan's hair and just like 2x the drama with it. So for the final results, I mean, her curls are adorable. They're so cute. I love them. She's so cute. You know, nothing wrong if that's how she wants to do her hair for the rest of her life, but if I was taking it over, that's what I would probably tell her to do. So again, I would say probably less products, so use 1, maybe 2 products. Style on soaking wet hair, try using a defining brush or a diffuser. Either way is gonna like really take things over the edge. But for somebody who's like an A-list celebrity, like, it's pretty good. The fact that she knows the term gel cast, like, be still my heart, that's incredible. Thank you so much for watching. If you have another celebrity curl routine, drop who they are in the comments. I will scour the internet to find their routine and review it, because just because they're a celebrity doesn't mean they know what they're doing. Comment that below and I will see you next time.